Mothership turns 4 years old on Eshu's Crossroad Day, flaming on the Shango 6 on the daily numerology. Let's unpack it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekale, if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro, if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. As always, I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo, winding down your honey dripping. Thank Goddess it's Friday, February 21st, 2025, with the day vibing on Oshun's 5 on the 5th day of the week. You see that triple honey drip? Make sure you put some of that on your tongue and speak sweet things into your manifesting future. This is all going down on your 9th Wednesday of winter solstice and the first of fish twin season. Shout out to all the Pisces babies out there. And the moon tonight is waning, still sweeping things away to clear the skies for the new moon. And it is waning tonight in the 9th house of Sagittarius. So, when it comes to matters of the heart, I take this as a self-love affirmation as well. When it comes to Sagittarius' arrows, they are about aiming high. But when it comes to matters of the heart, we tend to do what's safe. So on tonight's meditating moon, think about releasing some things that keep you from aiming higher in the areas of universal love. Rose quartz will help with that. If you're listening to this at the 11 o'clock p.m. hour, you got a few minutes to work all this out before we strike 12. Oshun passes the time clock to Eshu, and we get into 222.9, the Mothership's 4th year around the sun on the airwaves. Let's get to that. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.
Did you enjoy the sweet taste of the honey, love, and war paint from my sacred gourd of wisdom? Then you may want to meet me at the crossroad tomorrow to make sure you do the right thing with it. You're not afraid, are you? Ashe. That's www.poeticallymuse.org/gestures intersection.
And we are back. In case you're just now joining us, I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the cosmic weather forecast for this open portal 222-2025. And this is the solar return of the Mothership, 222 February 22nd. Y'all get my drift? That was the day that creatively the waters was broken and the baby wasn't waiting. So had to go ahead on and push it out on the airwaves, and we've been bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo, Orisha veneration, so many things to be thankful for, all in 4 years. And this is on your 10th Saturday of winter solstice. It is the first of Pisces season, and the moon tonight is still waning in the house of Sagittarius. So, release the low aim when that root chakra energy gets too high. Because, see, that root energy raises for a reason. It's for it to be channeled up and throughout. But if you're constantly shooting it out the wrong end, you find yourself more in primal, animalistic, root chakra energy. And that's opposite of the 5D ascend that's happening in the world today. So, just something to think about as you join me for this jam session. Because what am I doing to celebrate? I'm just celebrating doing it, being it, having it, pushing it out. So, it's going to be a pretty interesting jam session. Who knows which direction I'll go in? So, just tune in and hold on to your hats and let's time travel through sound. Ashe. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we are going to discuss more about what's going on in the quasars. And at the end of this broadcast, I'll do some reflecting on 4 years on the air. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Alrighty then, and we are back. So, breaking this down on the live. If you're listening over the airwaves, you got Shantae Moore's Way You playing in the background from the motion picture soundtrack Waiting to Exhale. And we are cruising through your first decan of Pisces season. So if you were born between February 18th and the 28th, then you are 100% Pisces. No cut on your fish twin Uranus, Neptune or Jupiter dope. And in the Kemetic way of the stars, we are still in the season of Geb until the 29th. And in the African way of spirituality, we are still in the season of the wealth of amber and silver. So go ahead and get those manifestations in while we're in that season. And if the 222 is your solar return along with the motherships, then happy solar return. May the ancestors, Olodumare, Orishas, and all saints of your respective faith give you many, many more, blessed with Bobo Ire. And Bobo Ire just simply means many blessings. But if you were born on February 22nd, here's a little bit of zodiac dry snitching for you. Cultivate self confidence, self esteem, and a better outlook on life. You are too apt to be pessimistic. You are capable of great things if you accept the present happiness and not worry about the future. You are generous to a fault and can love deeply. Hmm. I ought to sit with that one for a little bit. All right. Okay, other 11 zodiac houses. Haterade is not alkaline, so make sure that you are showing all the fish twin people in your life some love as they turn up in their season. Because you know good and darn well that when your solar return rolls around, you're going to want the world to turn up with you. And why not? It's a good thing. So go ahead and sow that good seed of karma so you can return it in full. And while you're at it, you can also learn more about that fish twin energy that lives in you. That's right. Break out your natal chart and study yourself. Look at your placements of house 12, Your placements of Jupiter, your placements of Neptune, and your placements of Pisces. And that'll teach you a thing or three about how those fish twins flap around in your divine design. And if you need some help understanding that, then give me a call at 314 200 0368. I am very excited to celebrate 4 years on the air. But in reflection, it just feels like something that I was born for. It feels like a birthright, especially when you think about facts of the Mothership's history. Like, I played a radio personality as a character in a stage play before I became one in real life, and the manifestation happened in 3 months. My character's name was Lavender Storm. Oya rules the storms, and her color is purple. At the time this play went down, I had no idea what an Orisha was. I wandered into KPVU by chance, to tell you the truth. Journalism was not the plan when I went to Prairie View, but as smoothly as I went into radio, that was how we got into the second degree. And radio had just always been a part of my journey. No matter what other jobs I was working, I would still create time to keep my hands on my craft. And for all of that to come together with spirituality, divine teachings, and to see it come into fruition, it's just, I'm beyond grateful. And I'm thankful for all of you for allowing me to open my space and share that tonight. I will be back with your single planet retrograde report on tonight's forecast, 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. Well, 11:14 p.m. We are past our bedtime. Anywho, beam up.
I painted this one red and black for you. Listen. It's Saturday, Saturn rises, primal desires, the day of the six. Be careful where and who you mix. Your mastery, your ego may need a fix, as choices form tapestries of a spiritual stagnant or a grown and blown. Try not to let the sun beat you home. Perhaps it's Saturday. The expose. Saturn exposes which keys we chose as pictures of crossroads, maps out guides. Eyes left, guide right. Iwa Pele, keep it tight, as yesterday's love turns into today's want. Temptations dangle to taunt, the flesh oblivious to haunt, the self prime for carnal indulgence, the big if. The house winds and wears of where our inhibitions take a shift, tricksters blow a kiss, and the wind gives a thick, stiff breeze of 3 resolutions. It's Saturn Day. And iiiYansaje T Muse. Free verse, short poem. Ashe.
And we are back. So, we got 2 days left of that lone planet Mars still busting a moonwalk solo on the retrograde dance floor. Yes, we got 2 more days of Mars retrograde that went in on December 6th of 2024 in my house, Leo, coming out on February 24th. So, coming out in that zodiac crab season. So, we should be a little more in our moon and nurturing energy after this retrograde is all done and over with. We will feel more initiative to drive forward. We will be a lot more clear on things that were once cloudy. And for that, we give thanks. Aries babies are going to have a little burst in energy on the 24th because this is your ruling planet. So be on the lookout for that and be ready to use that energy. Also, Scorpios that are ruled by Mars, but by the higher octave of Pluto. So that's the only planet we still got in retrograde right now. But we do need to pay attention to the fact that Lilith just moved into Scorpio on the 15th, which that is everyone's trigger to the dark side. A lot of that dark femme energy everybody is talking about. 2025 is a 9 year. 9 is the Orisha Oya's number, and her middle name is transformation. So things are maybe tough right now, but everything's going according to the path of ascension. So it's important that we all remember that. But with Lilith going into Scorpio and staying until January of 2026, we will all be forced to face those darkest nooks and crannies in our souls in order to ascend. So get ready for some next level shadow work. Also, the retrograde for 2025 begins with Venus going into retrograde first. So there's some interesting energy. And then we have the first one in Mercury coming on the 15th of March, I believe. But we'll cross that bridge more when we get there. For right now, I am going to bring you some poetry before we get to your cartomancy read for the comics. And that's the playing cards. How many of y'all knew that the original poker deck was the tarot? First tarot. We'll talk about that. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. And this poem is called 222.9 is a Pisces. Enjoy.
I painted this one a starry, midnight, out of space bluish purple for you. Listen. This mothership is a Pisces. 9. Pushed through my Ori, my creative womb, on 2021's month 2, day 22. A day of mastery. Ochosi's 11 to Onile's 2, 4th house on the night sun, a double scoop of the moon. The ultimate balance to all the years of Oye Ku 2, 2, 2, 9 is a Pisces. Cosmic House 12. In an old Elay at Odata's crossroad, the stereo was already there. The ancestral Christian minister apparently wasn't finished, so he dwelled in his care. True story. I don't mean to scare. As I cooked up all my life and light, spelled a word named destiny. Asheo Ifa Adupuyo for this sacred space on the airwaves of Oya. The winds were dropping hands, 20 years in my yesterdays. She opened a portal I thought was just a role in a play, and lavender. Lavender Storm was my name. This mothership is a Pisces. Where poetry, music, and creation thrive, art imitates life, grateful for this time of mine. And this totality of the soul, feeding grooves I grew up on in the tarot decks that were dropped in my lap. Stations I worked for work, study, or no pay, just to stay close to my craft. The downloads I tried to ignore to feel normal, to the tears mixed in my spiritual baths. This is my slap to the faces of my naysayers when I dreamed out loud and they laughed. This is my kick in the nuts to misogynists who try to limit my genius to my ass. This is my receipt for divine SU test passed, where now endless Eguns can connect with their children and share laughs. Why so? Perhaps 'cause 222.9 manifested in house 12, the elixir of the other 11, cruising through constellations and orbits round heaven's veve, a womb to birth new beginnings after karmic cords get severed, the miracle that broke through all the nevers, the beam up to the higher levels, sending irate devils back to their cinders disheveled to take care of. Juju mud slangers, cosmopolitan. Very clever. 222.9 is a Pisces. The house where subconscious eyes see humanity's universal needs. I don't mean to tease, but I aim to please. This is my 24/7 Oriki to the Orishas appeased, so they can blow you this groove in a funky cosmic breeze. A two to the 9. House 12 divinely aligned to normalize knowing heavenly signs of the times and divine wisdom of life, fermented like red wine, infused with the melodies and rhymes combined for the star seeds. Global, worldwide, 222.9 is a Pisces. Beam up. Love and light. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the world less traveled. And I'm inviting you to sign up for my exclusive Ortbit for access to my Fish Twins and You Pisces package. It's about a 24-set video that speaks about the Pisces overview, the different signs throughout the zodiac houses so that you can connect with your Piscean energy no matter what your sun sign is, and other special bonus features that include things about the decans, poetry, and a libation to the Piscean ancestor, Kevin Samuels. So invest in your spiritual education while showing your support to a one-woman created radio station dedicated to the divine. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Links are in the profile section.
And we are back. So if you are seeing this part of tonight's cosmic weather forecast, then you are aligned with the divine algorithm, and this is your message. Okay, so Saturday readings are for the karmics, people who are choosing their crossroads in life. Some of you have been dancing on the wrong side of things, living in your fly-by-night energy, until you ran smack dab into what you was really running from. And that's what this Seven of Hearts, which is the original Seven of Cups, represents. And this is so because underneath we have the King of Hearts, which is the original King of Cups. Someone who maybe loved to a detriment, got tired of getting burned, and thought that hurting other people was going to fill that void. And somewhere along the lines in your heart, you've made a change that the world hasn't quite seen yet because it's still developing from within. Congratulations. But do everything you can to pour kerosene on that spark, because this heart's decision is pushing you forward into unknown territories. But those unknown territories hold your blessings, because with the Six of Spades, which is the original Six of Swords upright, that means that the calm waters are in your letting go of this fly-by-night energy that stopped working for you and allowed yourself to move forward. And understand that when you shift from being a karmic to the divine, you will have lots of people try to surround you and keep you trapped in your past and remind you of who you were and all of that jazz. But the universe has your back. Because under the bottom of the deck is Eshu himself, the Joker. Somebody chose the right crossroad and made a transformation. And if no one is proud of you, I sure am. Just don't let nobody pull you back to your past, honey, because they're going to try. And anyone that keeps reminding you of your past, leave them back there with it. Because what is ahead looks far greater than what you're leaving in the rear view. Ashe. There's my tarot read message for the karmics. If this message resonates with you, drop a comment and let me know how you feel about it. And if you'd like a personal read, then my phone number is 314-200-0368. Or you can book through the Pinsite link where you can get a live video read or a pre-recorded one with a 24-hour turnaround. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is the forecast on 222.9 The Mothership. Beam up.
Resist my temptations, pass my tests, and I'll give you the keys to higher doors. Eshu, the Saturn Collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
And we're back. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope you gained some things. Ooh, my camera's on lean. There we go. Hope you got some things that will help you in your transformations at your crossroad and enjoy. Oh, wait, almost forgot something. Saturdays are days of 3 resolutions. So make sure you write down 3 things you want to improve and choose the road, crossroad, wink, that holds the best course of action. Okay, now I can move forward. If you've been enjoying the music, the mystics, and the mojo, then by all means show your support to 222.9 The Mothership by either booking a reading, but that's a self-investment. That's just where the proceeds help with, so that's good. You can also shop the Mothership Mystic Boutiq, especially the Saturn collection, which is just for SU. I have books and I also have a simple donation box. So if any of those suit your fancy, then by all means sow a seed. If you're listening to this at the 29th past 11 o'clock hour, then we now return to your Friday nightly vision of what love looks like. Brought to you by the sensual and melodic Mothers of Song in veneration to Oshun. And I think since Eshu's color is red and that's right there, I'm going to continue this set with TLC's Red Light Special. It works. If you're listening at the 6 a.m. hour, then stay tuned for the Rising Bembe to Eshu before we get to Crossroad Stories as told through classic hip hop. But 222 is also the Mothership's birthday, so who knows what I'm going to do on the air tomorrow. So just make sure you tune in and check it out and make the Mothership a part of your life. And I'm about to sign on out of here. Maybe even start jamming when we get off. I got to pick up the beat. I know sleep meditation comes on at midnight, but I'm really feeling like an old school midnight jam. Who's game? If so, if you're watching from Facebook, push the link. The player is right there. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description box of this video. If you are watching from TikTok, use the link in the profile to tune in to the Mothership because I think I feel like cutting up for a few late night hours. Why not? Anywho, remember that the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of the great George Clinton, free your mind and your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Your one woman and the divine created radio station for the Aquarian age. Beam up. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, tune in and jam for the late night. I think I'm going to cut up for a little bit tonight. Why not?
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.